What's going on, guys? Mediocrities here, and today I just wanted to give you guys kind of a follow-up video to a video I made about 10 months ago. The video was one I made about my relationship, which led to my depression, which in a way kind of led to me doing YouTube. And I just wanted to make this to give you guys a follow-up on where I'm at today with everything, because that video got a decent response. So I figured, why not make a respond or a follow-up video to let you guys know where I'm at. And when I make a video like this, I at least want to give you guys decent gameplay to watch, so you have a reason to watch it if you don't really care about the commentary. So I'm hoping I picked a good video for you guys to enjoy in the background. So yeah, it was about 10 months ago I made that video. It was in October. And at that point, I was still seeing a therapist, or psychologist, I guess, not therapist. I don't know if there's much of a difference between the two. And I was on antidepressants. And not long after making the video, I stopped seeing the psychologist and I stopped taking the meds because I really didn't feel like they were doing anything. The psychologist, that shit is expensive. Any kind of doctor is. And I'm like, if I really don't feel like I'm getting anything out of this, I don't see the need to keep going. And the same with the meds, I didn't feel like they were doing anything. Not that those were expensive, but I just didn't want to take something that I felt I didn't need to. So, around that time, the holidays are coming up and everything. And that was kind of tough. But once Christmas had passed, I really felt like I was moving on. Like I could see the light at the end of the tunnel. Like I felt like I was about to get over everything. I was moving on. I was forgetting about her. I didn't care that much anymore about the stuff that had happened. And I was so close to being just out of it. And then out of the blue one day, I got a text message from her. The message was asking who I was. And she sent that because apparently she had gotten a new phone. And her contacts numbers transferred, but not the names. So, that random thing happening led to her texting me. And, it shouldn't have been anything. It should have been, I should not have taken that opportunity to talk to her again. It should have been, she doesn't need to know what the number is, who I am. I'm not talking to her. I don't need to get back into that. But stupid me did. And, me telling her who I was, she, decided to ask, how are you doing? How's everything going? And I take that as a opportunity to, I don't know how the fuck I didn't see that guy coming at me. I take that as an opportunity to talk to her again. And I know I shouldn't. I was done with this. I wasn't even thinking about her, but being stupid, I take it. She, was just wanting to say, hey, how's it going? Whatever. Didn't. But me, I take this as more, and I take it as, okay, she wants to talk again. So this leads to us talking again. And again, I have hopes of something. I'm thinking, this could lead to something maybe. I don't know why I thought that, but she was saying how she could use a friend, because stuff with her and the boyfriend, my ex-friend, they were not going so well, I guess. They were having some, rough times, whatever. And she could use a friend. And, I was still asking about, what about us? Could there be anything? She really didn't say yes, didn't say no to, there being anything. Like, she could have just definitely said, no, there is nothing. that's over, it's done, just you need to move on. And if she would have done that, I would have been out of it. I would have been like, you know what? I can't be friends. I still have feelings for you. I need to move on. And I did tell her that too, that I still had feelings. Like, everything I felt was still there. And again, in this game, I don't know how the fuck I didn't kill one guy in that spot. So, she knows all this, but she continues to be like, I just need a friend. And I'm like, alright, fine. I can be friends, I guess. Thinking it could still lead to something. They're having a rough time. She has, any problems with him, she can come to me, talk to me about it. This is good. This is good for me. But no, it wasn't. I mean, she's just leading me on at this point. Because she knows how I feel. But stupid me, I go along with it. And one thing I would always ask is, because she had said she was going to be moving out of her current place she was living with her 2 roommates. And I had said, when you get this new place, are you going to have, any roommates? Are you going to be living with anybody? And she would always say, I'm not going to have any roommates. Now, my thinking is, when I ask this, she should know I also mean him, the boyfriend. So, we continue talking and everything for a few months. And I'm feeling good about everything. I'm still not happy because, we're still not together. But, things are better than I expected them to be with us talking again. So I go with it, whatever. And finally, after a few months of talking, I'm always asking too about us, like, what is there? Is there anything with us yet? Could anything change? Could anything happen? And her never really giving me a definitive answer about that. She finally kind of gives an answer to everything. She had said at one point that, she had found a place. She was just waiting to hear back if she got it. And so, my question is, again, are you going to have any roommates? And her answer is no roommates. And I'm like, that's a definite no. She's like, yes. And so now I'm thinking, okay, so things, maybe they're not going to be living together, because her response always was, it depends on how things are going with them two. So my thought is, alright, that means maybe they're done. Maybe once their living situation is up, they're going to stop living together, and that's it. And I had made the comment, I'm like, that's interesting. She's like, what? I'm like, oh, you're not going to have any roommates, so what about him, And the response she gives me is, well, he's not really a roommate. And I was really pissed off at this point. I'm like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. You knew what I was asking every time I would ask you that question. You knew I was talking about him indirectly, but I was talking about him. And that really upset me, and this led to her really telling me the reason for the breakup and everything, and why everything kind of happened. I won't get into that conversation, but I did get somewhat of an answer, I guess. I call it complete bullshit, but, it is what it is. So, yeah, I finally got an answer, and that happened, all of that, finding that out happened about a month ago. 2 months ago, whenever Godzilla came out, because I went to see that movie that night, and that's when me and her had that conversation. So, and that really did not help any. That was a huge setback to everything that was going on. I felt, at one point I was getting better, and then she comes back into my life. Really, it was my fault that, she did, and that she was back in my life again, talking to me again. But that was a huge setback for me, and I'm still, to this day now, struggling with everything. I still get upset about everything that happened, and, I don't know. It's still going to take time for me to get over all this, and I hate that because, this happened a year ago now that we broke up, and I'm still not over it. So I'm really hoping in time everything gets better, everything goes away. But right now, I'm just gonna continue my YouTube. Hopefully, really go hard with this channel because I want to make it something that you guys can enjoy. And just a heads up, the Call of Duty gameplay ended, but I probably will either put in some Destiny clips, or it might just stay on the scorecard screen. I'll decide that after this. But yeah, I want to make this channel something for you guys to enjoy, something I wanted it to be when I started about a year ago. You know, I want to make you guys good quality videos, but you know, some days with just feeling upset about everything, I go to make a video and I'm not in it, I guess. I get, you know, just upset about everything. I just am not in the mood to make videos. But I'm going to do the best I can to give you guys good quality videos at a decent rate, I guess. You know, I want to do videos every day, or at least, you know, 3 times a week. But I want them to be good. I want to be happy with them. I don't just want to be spitting out videos because I want to have videos out. I want them to be good. So I'm really hoping to do that for you guys. But I need you guys to help me do that too. You know, the more likes, the more comments I get, the more subs I get, the more motivated I'm going to be to make videos. So that's something I really ask of you guys, is to help me out with that. So, you know, drop some likes on the video, a sub, share the video. Any of that is really going to help me out. You know, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. You know, 16, 15, 5 caps for the gameplay is not too damn bad. So I hope you enjoyed that. And I hope to see you guys next time. Bye.